I'm going to tell you why I have over $1 million, 150,000 in the stock market right now in artificial intelligence exclusively.
Very exclusive.
I have 5 stocks, the 5 best artificial intelligence stocks I believe a person can invest in right now, which is right for me. You need to do your own research and such, but I think these are solid stocks. These are not wild gambles. This is an established trend that's going to continue for decades, if not centuries. The 10-year interest rate on the 10-year bond was at 4.15%, which was a significant increase, but the stock market didn't care. And it's largely because Taiwan Semiconductor, symbol TSMC, produced good earnings, and their forecast was the main thing, that they saw artificial intelligence going to drive their business significantly higher. The market just shot up because that was evidence that artificial intelligence is taking off. And the progress that's being made with artificial intelligence is stunning. Nobody could have predicted this 6 months ago even. There's numerous companies working on robots, and we have a working robot, and we have a robot that's learning to think. Now, I'm going to show you this clip of this robot making coffee. And this robot is going to be employed by BMW next year, I believe. But it learned to make coffee by watching humans or watching videos of humans making coffee. It's not that impressive looking at it, but it's learned to correct its mistakes too. In other words, it's acting more and more like a human. This is just the start. This is like the first telephone call in history. It's a significant event. They'll be playing this video in the future when robots are walking and talking amongst us. And to show you how fast things move once robots start to get the hang of things, that same robot that you saw making coffee is going to be used by BMW in their plant in South Carolina. It's anticipated it'll take about a year to train it and get it so it can do different things within the factory. But we know how these things go. Divide that by 2 or 3. It'll probably be up and running in 6 months. But it takes a while to get these things up in scale. We'll say next year. We know these things go so much faster than anyone predicts. I have $850,000 in NVIDIA because its progress is simply stunning. And so NVIDIA is having quite the month once again. At the beginning of this week, I kind of was lost in despair because it seemed to be having a lot of trouble. And it was because of the higher interest rates. But then the results came out from Taiwan Semiconductor. I think the stock market decided artificial intelligence is strong enough to handle higher interest rates. When we look at the chart, you can see that it's broken above its Bollinger Bands, as it should be doing if it's breaking out. I've made made way more money buying stocks at their tops than trying to bottom fish. I gave up bottom fishing as a bad habit a long time ago. Its relative strength is 81, which is excellent. And then super microcomputer, SMCI. What a superstar. I was out running errands on Thursday, and I had been bummed out in the early part of the week, but I was running errands, and I just happened to look at my smartphone and noticed that it was selling for $311, and so I bought some, and on Friday, it went up over 112 points. Holy cow. Of course, it's above its Bollinger Bands. It better be above its Bollinger Bands. Super microcomputer's relative strength is 77, which is excellent. When super microcomputer takes off, it takes off, and when it dives, it dives. You got to kind of get used to the rough ride. I'm back in, and I'm probably going to pick up more. And then AVGO, good old Broadcom, the stock that connects everything with everything else, has gone up dramatically. These artificial intelligence stocks all move together, and this went up too. This is a mixture of, it has some artificial intelligence, but the internet is going to expand because of artificial intelligence. It's going to be used more. It's just going to have all kinds of beneficial effects for Broadcom. I consider it an artificial intelligence stock just because it benefits so much from artificial intelligence increasing. And of course, it's breaking out and destroying the Bollinger Bands on a breakout, and its relative strength is 75, which is very good. I like Asml because it's a Dutch company that does the lithography for artificial intelligence, and I think it's one of the only, if not the only, stock that does this. I see it as vital for artificial intelligence, and it's not busting the Bollinger Bands, which is disappointing to me.
This is bullshit.
But I'm showing the 3-month chart on this because that's my experience with it, is it has these times where it kind of sinks down, but eventually it comes back up because it's so vital to artificial intelligence. Its relative strength is 64, which is good. And I'm showing you Advanced Micro Devices. It's a stock that I'm extremely conflicted about because it's number 2 only to NVIDIA, but its statistics, its price to earnings and its earnings growth rate, you don't want to look at that. You got to consider this a turnaround story. And the thought always went through my mind, well, why not just buy more NVIDIA? But I have plenty of NVIDIA, so I started to buy some Advanced Micro Devices, and I'll probably increase it. This one I have so little, I only have 100 shares of it, but I want to follow it. It looks like it's going to continue to go up. It actually has just a wonderful chart. If you look at this 3-month chart, it's a wonderful chart. It's gone from around 100 to 174 in 3 months. Wow. I think my doubts are probably misplaced. Its relative strength is 80, which is excellent. So there you have it. $1,150,000 worth of artificial intelligence with more to come. I'm probably going to add some Advanced Micro Devices simply because I have so little of it. I only have 100 shares, but the others I have a lot in, especially NVIDIA, which is the engine of artificial intelligence. Give me a like and subscribe. Tune back in. I hope to see you in the future.